My alarm clock shook me from my deep sleep. Oh man, I shouted in my mind as I jumped out of bed in a hurry. I needed a rush if I was going to make it to my early morning football practice. I hustled into the kitchen to grab a quick bite, and when I opened the fridge door, I was knocked back by a warm, thick, steamy cloud of rancid foulness. My gag reflexes instantly activated, but I was able to recover in time to slam the door shut. My parents had warned me before they left town that the fridge was having problems and that I needed to keep an eye on things, but this was a bit much. As I drove to practice, I pictured in my mind the 2 hours between our grueling two-a-day football practices being spent surrounded by rotten food and a stench strong enough to repulse a sewer rat. There is no way, I told myself. No way. I knew it had to be done, but I would rather eat bait than clean that fridge by myself. Walking into the locker room, I saw one of my best friends tying his shoes and asked with a tinge of hope in my voice, "Hey, Matt, you want to come over between practices and help me clean out my fridge?" He energetically and to my surprise agreed, but I could tell from his response that he mistakenly thought he was going to get a big feast. I didn't correct him. While driving to my house exhausted from our demanding practice, I finally broke the news to him that I didn't have lunch waiting for us and explained the horrible task at hand. When we walked into the house, he walked right up to the fridge, and by opening it, he said, "It couldn't be that bad." The door slammed shut just as quickly as he had opened it, and I had to jump out of the way as Matt raced outside for fresh air. Determined to conquer this feat, we purposely marched into the kitchen with sweatshirts wrapped around our faces. I flung open the door, and with Matt holding open a large garbage bag, I started to sling everything from the fridge into the bag. I didn't sort. I didn't question the goodness of the food. I just hurled everything into the bag. Only once did the watering of our eyes and the putrid taste that had somehow found its way into our mouths force us outside. But when we pulled down our makeshift masks, we both had smiles on our faces. With laughter in our voices, we both said, "That is so disgusting." I learned something important that afternoon. A good friend with a positive attitude can turn any unpleasant situation into a great story. Trying to complete that job on my own would have been one of the worst experiences of my senior year, but with Matt by my